And we are live.
What's up, buddy?
So, all right. Let's hop straight into it. We're gonna talk about some things, Super Bowl and the Saints, basically. So, but guess what? Falcon fans to this day are still embarrassed about the Super Bowl. Cause why, Dad?
Because 28-3.
Yeah,
Because they suck a little bit, boy. Suck.
yeah, yeah. But we're gonna talk about Super Bowl Sunday. You really thought you were gonna talk about that? Like, I don't know. When y'all come in, you can tell your opinion. I'm gonna say this right there. Right this. Kyle Shanahan is a Hall of Fame choke artist. Fraud. How many times are you gonna do this? How many times? 28-3. Everything think that was bad? 20-10 against the Chiefs. And now 10-0 against the Chiefs. You held the Chiefs to 3 points in the first half. How much teams consider they've done that? You let look, Brock Purdy, congratulations on being Mr. Irrelevant and being in the Super Bowl. Why are you overthrowing everybody by 10 yards? Like, why? Man, now I see why people kept calling him Mr. Chuck Down, because that's what he is. Man, that boy, every single time, it looked like he was trying to throw the ball 10 yards. It looked like he was holding in a fart. Are you kidding me? Hey, Jerry. Like, are you kidding me? And don't even get me started about that overtime. Like, look, I understand. Obviously, if it was back then, yes, you would want the ball first, right? But you're playing Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, but you're playing Patrick Mahomes. I don't understand if you're playing like a team like Sam Darnold. You're not really scared of not scoring. But you're playing Patrick Mahomes, right? Why don't you give him the ball first? So even if he doesn't score, now you know how to play the Chiefs. Because this is a whole new ball game. But y'all went on that long drive to start overtime. And it's 3rd and 4. A touchdown doesn't win you the game, but it makes you feel confident. Why did nobody block Chris Jones? Why did nobody even think about blocking Chris Jones? I'm telling you, the ball was out in 0.2 seconds because nobody blocked Chris Jones. Literally, the Chiefs, one of the defensive linemen didn't even play. And then George Karlaftis even got banged up. And yet you still couldn't do that? Yeah. February 9th, 2025, Super Bowl's in New Orleans. And I guarantee you this, if Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce still together and they have to celebrate another Super Bowl in our house, somebody call the police and say that we're not allowed to host the Super Bowl. No more. No more. Like, I am disgusted, 49ers, bro. And I'm not even a 49ers fan, and I'm still disgusted. Are you serious? Like, literally, Juwan Jennings had the same amount of touchdown passes as Brock Purdy did. Jake Moody was a Super Bowl MVP. And 49er fans wanted that man's head on a stick just a few weeks ago. What's your take on the Super Bowl Sunday that was boring, but then it turned electrifying, and then it turned back to being boring?
Well,
Yeah.
don't have time.
Yep. Yep. Jerry, it's not happening. It's not happening, Jerry.
It could happen, Michael. Come on.
It could if Dennis Allen learns how to do something.
He's gonna grow a pair this offseason. He will.
We said that last year and the year before that.
I don't think I did, no. But
You may
Anyway,
have not, but everybody else did. Just continue what you were saying.
you're right. So yeah, so this was another case of a little choke job by Kyle Shanahan. 28
Third
to 3,
time.
28 to 10, 3 to nothing. I mean, when does it stop? No, it was 10 to nothing in this one.
Yeah.
When does it stop, Kyle? I mean, I hope Clint don't bring that bull junk over here. Leave that bull junk in San Francisco.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, like, bro. Honestly, I'm not even so sure about Clinton anymore after watching that game. Like, I can't. Like,
well,
dude, that like if I was to tell you every single time he threw $10 or a 10-yard pass, if I had the same amount of dollars as he did that, I'll probably have like enough money to go to the dollar store, maybe.
I give Clint a pass because Kyle calls the plays over there. So I'm giving a little bit of a pass on that. But I like what Clint did in Minnesota for that 1 year. So we're gonna see if he can bring some of that to the Saints next year. Who that?
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of topics about the Saints this off season, and this show ain't going nowhere. The season might go somewhere, but this show ain't going nowhere. We're still gonna be back. I don't care if it's freezing cold temperature. This show ain't going nowhere. The Earth can freeze today, and the show still ain't going nowhere.
And we don't take no break. I mean, what we got? We got the combine coming up. We got the
Yeah,
NFL draft coming up. We got free agency coming up. We
yep,
got mini camps coming up. I mean, we got some things to talk about, Jerry. Mike, come on now. Are
yeah,
y'all excited? Are y'all excited?
yes, sir. That's the energy I
Mm-hmm.
like to have. Now, let's get into some Saints topics. Right now, do you think Alvin Kamara improved from last season to this year? Do you think he showed any improvement?
Uh, no. I mean, he's been in the league 7, 8 years. I think his improving days are over. I mean, he is what he is right now. He could be a 1,000 yard rusher if you give him the ball, and he's a good scat back, catch the ball out of the backfield, score, 8 to 10 touchdowns a year. That's what he is. He's not going to improve too much on that.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I don't think he's gonna improve much. I think like everybody knows it now. Like running backs, like their prime is like a couple years because now it's a pass heavy league. Plus, now defenses know how to stop the run. With the blitzes and the counters. So people know how to stop the run now. So I don't think there's gonna be much running next year. But with Clint, we'll have to see. Now, I
my
want to
boy
talk about
Jerry,
something. All
hey,
right?
my boy Jerry said, "F those 31 teams."
Yeah,
Come on, that's passion right there. Just
yeah. But I won't
yeah,
say that now. Like, definitely
yeah.
have some teams, but like, I mean, I don't have a problem with some teams. Some teams, like, I root for some other teams. So, well, I won't say I'm a diehard fan for them, but if the Saints ain't playing, I'm rooting for them. So, one thing, because we're going to be, since this is the offseason, we're going to definitely be talking about some basketball here on this show. The Pelicans failed to make a trade past trade deadline. But you know what I found funny? Pelicans showed trade interest in Atlanta Hawks DeJounte Murray. My question is, why? Why? Like, no knock on DeJounte Murray. I think he's a talented player, but what the Pelicans need, I don't know if you saw my videos, we need some damn defense. I'm telling you, boy. 87 points in the first half against the Lakers is unacceptable. Like, what? Why are we talking to DeJounte? Why? He ain't going to freaking do 5 blocks a game. Why are we talking to DeJounte? We should have been on the call for, like, Jared Allen or somebody. Why are we talking about DeJounte? Hey, we're going to score 150 points a game just to lose by allowing 155? Well, I'm talking to DeJounte. I've never seen him make a defensive highlight in my life. Well, I'm talking to DeJounte. We should be talking to, I don't know, Jared Allen or what's that dude from Brooklyn. We should be talking to one of them, not DeJounte. What do you have to talk about this one named DeJounte?
He existed until right now. Exante, what? Anyway,
What?
so
DeJounte?
what are we talking about? The Pelicans defense?
Yes.
I don't know. They hit or miss, Mikey. I mean, sometimes they lock a team down, but sometimes they fall asleep. I mean, against the Lakers. I mean, the Lakers are like 100 years old over there. I mean, why are they scoring 87? You know what I mean? I mean, they actually got players out there with walkers and canes and wheelchairs. You know, I mean, they old. I mean, how are they gonna score 87 points? I mean, this ain't NBA Live on PlayStation. Come on, this ain't no Kobe 24 version. Come on, no Black Mamba right now. So anyway, yeah. So the Pelicans' problem is I don't know if it's a problem. It's more like an epidemic. Trying to get any better.
Yeah. I think the
I
highest
don't know.
seed has been the last few weeks is like the 5th or 6th seed.
I mean, everybody's so bunched up together. You go on a 3 or 4 game winning streak, you can get up there to 2 or 3. But they play against a hard team in LA. Okay, best shot. Now we got to sit down. Now we got to sit big boy down. He ate little cookie last night. We got to sit him down.
Do that, Neville.
And I don't know what's the answer. All I know is during that in-season tournament, he played. They played like they wanted to win it, and they almost won the whole thing.
Yep. Shout out to Neville Lewis. Thanks for catching us on this show. If you want to see a rant about DeJounte, then you can go look back after the show. But now I want to talk about something else. So you brought up the point, but so like this is the problem. Yes, we be locking down those teams, but do you really think? Because look, you really think that we're locking down the good teams? Because we're locking down the Hornets.
Mike, yeah, you froze up. Who that? Who that say Mikey froze up? Having a little technical difficulty here. I see. Let me try to. Nope. Nope. Oh, we will be back and try to establish another connection.
No, we're good now. We're good now. Dad, are you there? Dad?
Because if you take it off the house Wi-Fi and put it on the phone's Wi-Fi.
Okay, I'm gonna do that then. Okay, I know how to do that.
You want to get a chance to read it?
I don't know.
So technical
Alright.
difficulty, huh, Mike?
Yeah, internet going in and out the last couple weeks. But hey, we're gonna try to hopefully finish this show because last time we couldn't finish it. So hopefully we can finish this one. But like I was saying, what were we talking about?
Pelicans defense, locking them down. The Hornets.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah, the Pelicans defense. Look, you say that we're iffy. Look, the only reason our defense is not trash is because we played the Hornets, played the Jazz, we played the Spurs. And our defense couldn't really keep up with the Spurs. Our defense couldn't really keep up with the Jazz. But no, because our offense, sometimes but good, sometimes don't. I just don't understand why we're talking to DeJounte when we should be talking about somebody who can actually guard Devin Booker. Somebody who can guard Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Somebody who can even sniff the breath of LeBron James. But no, let's talk about DeJounte Murray. And no, bro. No, that's not how it works. But anyways, I have a question for you now. Let's get back into, I guess, Super Bowl talk. So, obviously, you were able to witness the Saints win a Super Bowl. How was that feeling the day that they, or how about this? Going into that game, were you nervous? Did you throw up 18 times? How were you going into that game specifically? Okay. Okay.
Just be there. That was great. And I was satisfied with that. And then before the game, they showing the players getting off the bus, and they showed Peyton Manning getting off the bus, and Peyton had that look like, I'm coming here to bust somebody's butt. I was like, oh snap! Oh, we don't have a chance. But no. So
Yeah.
yep, I was nervous. I was, that. But after the game, tingly all inside, boy. Tingle. That might have been the alcohol talking, but yeah, it's good. You ever watch that game, Mike? You ever watch the replay? Yep, I'm here. Are you here? You there? Hello?
I can hear you. You're just going in and out. All right.
All right. You hear me?
All right. So now I have a question for you. So we obviously know after halftime, the Saints did their ambush onside kick. How are you? How are you feeling after they kicked the onside kick?
I saw that ball being dribbled down down the sideline, and I'm like, oh no, he didn't. And then there's a big pile up, and I'm thinking to myself, ain't no way we got this ball. There is no way you come out in the Super Bowl and do this right after halftime. And they peeled it off, and your boy, I forgot his name. I think he was a fullback. He had the ball, and
Wait, Dad, can you stop for a second?
yep. Hello.
Or are you just frozen?
All right. Yep.
Can you hear me?
You good now?
Mikey.
Some more technical difficulties.
All right, like I can hear you, but then there's an echo, and then some. I'm not sure. Like, um, let's see. Can you try to say something?
Hello.
All right, there we go. All right, now I can hear you. All right, I can hear you now. So let's get back to what we were talking about. So when we kicked the onside kick to start the second half, how are you feeling in that moment? When we recovered it, how are you feeling?
I thought that was unbelievable. I could not believe that he did that. Um, that was the moment that we knew that dude had a pair. That Sean Payton was the man.
Okay.
Have you ever seen that game?
So all right, all right. Now let's talk about. So when the Saints won the Super Bowl, how are you feeling?
One, I was very excited. I might have even shed a tear.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
I mean, after all these years of being bad, some tough years. You think now
Yeah. Well.
could be
Yeah.
worse.
Yep. Did you go to
Could
any
be
of the
first and
parades?
13.
Yeah. Did you go
Huh?
on? Did you go to any of the parades?
I did. I went to the at the beginning of the next year. No. I didn't go to the parade like after the Super Bowl that they have downtown and stuff. I think I had to work. But the next year in August, like right before the season, they was coming out with the new Madden with Drew Brees on the cover,
Okay.
and they had like a little parade. They called it Madden Girl. I went to
Okay.
that. That's pretty cool.
All right, that's cool. Yeah, because I've never experienced the Saints win Super Bowl, so I was trying to get it from the opinion of somebody who did win Super Bowl. So now let's talk about some Saints news. Former Saints quarterback coach Ronald Curry left after we hired the dude from Minnesota, and Ronald Curry went to the Buffalo Bills. Do you think Ronald Curry can get Josh Allen back to the way he was?
I don't know much about Ronald Curry. I mean, Saints quarterbacks didn't do terribly great, so I don't know what's the proof of Ronald Curry being a great coach. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I think Ronald Curry will definitely do better, but I don't think he's gonna like blow like the chains off. But we'll have to see. But now can Alvin Kamara have a Christian McCaffrey type of season under Kubiak this year?
I think so. I think Christian McCaffrey has been a little bit better than Alvin Kamara's been in his career. So I think with the right scheme, the right fit, the right play calls, he can have one of those years. You know?
All right, all right, but yeah, I think I don't really know. We have to see. I think Kamara will have a better year, but I mean, This is not gonna be a long show. This is basically to like recap the Super Bowl and stuff. But should the Saints sign OBJ? After this season, yes. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I pulled up his stats, and this is the last 4 years of Odell's career. In 2019, he played 16 games with the Browns, where he hauled in 74 balls for 1,035 yards, 14 yards of reception, and 4 touchdowns. In 2020, which was the year he got hurt and only played half a season with the Browns, he played in 7 games, caught 23 passes for 319 yards, and caught himself a 13.9 yards per reception for 3 touchdowns. Then in 2021 with the Browns and the Rams, because that was the year they started in Cleveland, but then ended with the Rams to win that Super Bowl. In 2021, played 14 games with the Browns/Rams. He caught 44 receptions for 537 yards, 12.2 yards of reception, and 5 touchdowns. And then he missed a year, but then he came back in 2023 with the Ravens. He played 14 games there, had 35 receptions, and this was this past year, 565 yards, 16.1 yards, and catching 3 touchdowns. I am not opposed to Odell. Look, and I know people are going to be like, but it's a great story, LSU kid. I don't care about the story. I care who's going to win us a football game. I do not care. I do not care. That's why when I wanted the Saints to sign Tyrann Mathieu, I was not saying because it's from New Orleans. I was saying you should sign Tyrann Mathieu for that presence and that his ability. I was not saying that because of the story. Like, this is a business, bro. Obviously, I would love to see us draft Jayden Daniels, since he was in LSU. But that's not because of the story, because I actually like what Jayden Daniels brought out there. And also, I looked at our receiver depth, as you mentioned. We have Chris Olave, Michael Thomas, who's probably not going to be on this team, Rashid Shaheed as our slot guy, A.T. Perry, Keith Kirkwood, then Lynn Bowden. I think we need depth, but just because we need depth, that does not mean go out and sign Odell Beckham. Because that's the anti-depth move. I think what we should do for depth, because look, Odell's, there's no doubt his he's been on the decline the last few years. He has not been the same Odell since leaving the Giants. Let's be honest. And look, I do not hate Odell, but let's be honest now. He is not. He's not the same Odell. Yes, I know he helped the Rams win that Super Bowl, but he was not like blowing your mind or anything. Like, he was just a guy who would take the pressure off of Cooper Kupp, and that's what he did. And then he caught some passes, and they won the Super Bowl. But and people are gonna say he's not good since that injury. I don't agree with that at all. I think he wasn't good because of a prior injury he suffered in Cleveland. Remember when he tore his ACL or whatever? I think
Yep.
ever since that injury alone, he has not been the same. And even before that injury, he's been up and down. So I'm not opposed to signing Odell. If we sign him, cool. Well, he's going to make a play from here and there. But to play, maybe he's going to be a good mentor. But to play football, no, I think he's past his prime. I think he's way past his prime. Look, I'm not trying to hate on Odell every chance I get, but you got to be real. You got to be real at sometimes. He is not he's only the last 4 years. He's only had 1,000 yards once, and he even missed a year due to injury. And the Saints are an injury-prone franchise. So why would we want Odell for the story? Like I said, I don't care about no story. If we ain't competing for these, then I don't.
Oh yeah. I didn't hear that last part. You broke up. You hear me? Mikey?
Yeah, I can hear you a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Some technical difficulties, huh? But yeah, OBJ,
Yeah.
like you said, he's a declining player. He's probably gonna want a bag.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not opposed to Odell, and I just said why. Because, like, Odell, man, like, I know, like, if we sign him for the vet mini, if we sign him for the vet minimum, then sure. Why not? Bring him in. But, like, no, like, because Odell, I mean, yes, he's the one who created the one-handed catch, but if that one-handed catch ain't bringing us a Super Bowl, then I physically just do not care. Like, I'm trying to win a Super Bowl. I'm not trying to sign somebody for a story. Oh, he broke his leg and he's still playing great. We just sign him. Man, nah. If that broken leg ain't winning us no Super Bowl, then I'm sorry. You're going to have to take your broken leg and find somewhere else to break it again. I don't care what you do. But, no. Like, if this was 2016, Odell, okay, now we're talking. But this is 2024, Odell. To be honest,
If this
yeah, to
was
be
a
honest, I
2016
forgot he was
Saints,
even in Baltimore. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, because Odell, if you thought he had if you thought he was a diva with Baker Mayfield and Eli Manning with Derek Carr, oh, I'm telling you, he's gonna start World War 4 or 3. I don't even know how much he might start 10 straight World Wars with Derek Carr. Trust me. If you think if he hated Eli Manning, if he hated that kicker net, and if he hated
mm,
the Baker Mayfield with Dennis Allen and Derek Carr. Oh boy, everybody's gonna die. Every single person is gonna die. So Dennis Allen, for your sake, no. He didn't even come here when we had Sean Payton and Jameis Winston. Why would he come here with Derek Carr and Dennis Allen? He didn't come here when we had a good coach. Now since we have one of the worst coaches, now all of a sudden he's gonna come here. No, he had his chance. If he comes here, that's his loss. I ain't gonna do no jumping jacks and backflips with Odell. If this was Tyreek Hill, sure. But Odell Beckham, I mean, he's cool, but I wouldn't sign him. That's just my opinion. But Dad, do you have any final words before we end the show?
I think Odell Beckham's gonna land with the New York Jets.
Okay.
So I think they're thinking, pair him up with Aaron Rodgers coming back off his injury. That'll probably be the move there. But
Um,
yep, that's all I got. Just so depressed over the Super Bowl, boy. Terrible.
yeah, I mean, the last 4 Super Bowls I've been impressed. But yeah. But my prediction where I could see Odell going, I could see him going to a team like maybe the Chiefs, maybe the Chargers. I think maybe he could go to the Chiefs if he wants to. He could go to the Chargers to build chemistry with Herbert. You know, I feel like it's gonna be one of those two. Like, I don't be surprised if he goes to the Jets at this point. I mean, hey, I don't know if you remember, but last year, before Aaron Rodgers went to the Jets, he had the Jets wish list.
Yep. And Aaron Rodgers was on that list. Or Odell Beckham was on that list. All right, what you hear me?
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Woo.
All right, but yeah, we're gonna talk to you on next weekend. As always, Hurricane Mike signing out. Woo!
Who that?